Okay, this is gonna be like my first ranting video, I would say, unless you want to count the reviews as rants. But so in my life, I've always loved video games, movies, all that. I mean, as much basically like everyone else, right? I'm not special with that. In all my years of living, never, well, because I've never been on the internet much until like I'd say more recently, like when I get to high school, I'd say when I got to high school. Um, and now, okay, I'm just gonna take the latest example from what I've noticed. I saw the Street Fighter sneak peek when I was watching the Game Awards, right? I wanted to see what got announced at the Game Awards. There was only like, besides that, like two things that were announced that I care about: Resident Evil and Marvel Rivals, right? Whenever they play the sneak peek, I watched it. I was like, oh, it looks pretty enjoyable. But I'm not here to talk about what I thought if the trailer looked enjoyable or not. That's not what I'm talking about. So whenever I saw someone post a trailer, I saw it again. Well, I saw it again to show somebody else. I looked at the comments, and yeah, there are people that are like, "Ooh, this looks fun. Like, this looks like it's gonna be a fun movie, right?" And then there are some people that saying, "Oh, it looks bad. Blah, this looks terrible." I'm not here to talk about, "Oh, no." Don't listen to the people that say it looks terrible. No, not that. No. It's the people that start complaining about the actors not looking like the characters. And to me, I can understand to some degree, but not for like everything, right? To some degree, but not like entirely. Because gooners are gooners, right? So one of them I saw was for the actress of Chun-Li, which I think she's pretty and all that, right? And it wasn't even talking about her prettiness. It was more so, how are you gonna get an actress that doesn't have big thighs? Now, if you somehow don't know, never played Street Fighter at all, I would put it in image. And if I was doing a video, the image would be above my hand because I'm doing the motion, right? But no, if I was doing like a video for where you could see me, but my hair is messy because I didn't sleep with my thing on, right? But yeah, I will show you an image of Chun-Li. As you can see, she has pretty thick thighs. A bunch of people like that, woman, thick thighs, whoa, right? A bunch of guys like that. And she's a pretty woman too. Yeah, no wonder people love Chun-Li, right? And she can fight. I forgot to add that she can fight too. I'll gladly be the house husband. Enough said. But she has thick thighs, right? And some people were complaining, how are you going to have an actress for Chun-Li not have thick thighs? Now, I've seen the 94 movie for Street Fighter? I don't remember all of it. I would have to rewatch it. But I don't think the actress for Chun-Li had big thighs there too. She didn't have it. So why are we going to complain about it now? Or maybe there were people that complained about it back then. I don't know. It was 1994. Maybe many gooners didn't care too much. It was more so, oh, finally Street Fighter movie. And it turned out not to be good. I mean, why the fuck are you going to make Guile the main character just because Jean-Claude Van Damme is going to be in the movie? So you're like, forget about Ryu. We need Guile to be the main character, right? I'm going off topic. But if you want them to get an actress that has thick thighs, that can fight, and that can fight too, with it mostly using her legs. That's what Chun-Li does, right? Like, yes, there are people out there with naturally thick thighs, but for the level that Chun-Li has it, you would need to inject some stuff too, because they're even like, oh, what about her butt or what about her breast? Like, you need to put injections for that. The actress needs to basically become Kim K, Kim Kardashian, all that fake shit, right? And it's like, that bothers me because it's like, I think some people are just, they don't care about how the actor does as the character. They care so much more about how the actor looks as the character rather than how the actor portrays the character. And for me, yes, I would like the actor to look like a character, right? To some degree, because I know most characters in video games, they have unrealistic bodies. Because now we're going to look at Bison in the video game. That's a big buff dude. Very powerful, everything. Now, if we look at the movie version, oh yeah, by the way, I did, no, ignore that. I'm just gonna. Now, if we do look at the actor of Bison, you can see, for the new movie, he's not really buff. He's, like a skinny dude, right? Which I don't have issue with that. First of all, the actor, he's a really good actor. So I think he might do well as Bison. And the reason I don't, and besides that, I don't have an issue with them not casting a really buff dude to be Bison is because Bison's already powerful as hell. Why do you want, Bison doesn't even need to be big and buff. He's already powerful as it is. Like, you could just have a dude you can just have a normal skinny dude that's menacing and powerful, yeah. And plus, if you want him to be that buff, guess what the actor would have to do? He would have to work out to get that. I mean, you could say that for him to get naturally buff, right? To get a natural build. The build that Bison has in the games, it's unrealistic. He would need to put steroids in his body just to reach that level of buffness to get that build. And then and then another one. We look at Zangief. The actor Zangief probably is the real life Zangief. He's pretty tall. And I don't know if he put steroids in him, but he does have the same build as Zangief in the game. And if he did put some steroids in it, well, he's not reaching that unnatural. Well, maybe not. Maybe he has natural muscles. I don't really know too much about this dude, the Dutch giant. I don't know too much about him. But he's pretty tall and buff. Like, that motherfucker right there, he the real life Zangief. Me and the friend were talking about it. We're like, he must be the real life Zangief. Like, just looking at Zangief in the games, it's like, you couldn't reach that without having some steroids. Just saying. Like, you got to be a bodybuilder and put some steroids in your whole body. And same for the women. Like, you need to put steroids in their body. Is Cammy kind of... I don't think Cammy's really... Well, I don't know. I didn't see too much for the actress of Cammy. But because they showed Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li more. And they did show Guile and all that. But it's like, again, with Chun-Li, it's like, why do you want them to hire an actress with really thick thighs? Like, yeah, I get you want them to look like the character in the game, but expecting that level of bigness, it's like, I don't get it. It's like, besides just being either a gooner, or two, you really complain about every little tiny thing. For you wanting an actress to have thick thighs like the character in the game, which is basically like really hard unless you get some injections in you. Because Chun-Li has some pretty big thighs. Like, yeah, there are people out there with big thighs, don't get me wrong. But Chun-Li's, you need to put some stuff in your body to get that. Like, that's really it. You just need stuff to get put in your body just to get that level of thickness. All right? Like, everybody, I don't know. That was really the topic. I don't get why people care all so much about the actors having to look exactly and identical to the characters in game. Like, I don't get it at all. That will be it for this rant, really. Have a good day, night, afternoon. Yeah.
Cheers lost floating on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by the cold There's a